Hey guys, so we are back in business. And what I mean by that is the skin on my eye is completely healed. In yesterday's mascara video that you may have seen, what I did was when I did my foundation, I put it on my face and all over my eye area, sort of as a test to see if it would irritate my skin or do anything weird, and it was fine. So we are yeah, able to use eyeshadow again. Yes, so today's videos, the star of the video is going to be the LA Colors Wickedly Glam eyeshadow palette in the shade Magic. And this is the most Halloween colors of the two palettes that were released in this collection, because it's got like a pumpkin orange and a brown, and yeah, this is the most Halloween of the two. So that is the palette that I'm going to use. Now let me show you what I've put on so far. I used my Wet n Wild and Scooby-Doo Mystery Slime Lip Mask because this is going to be tossed in October. So I'm using this every day in September as a lip moisturizer before I do my makeup. So that was from last year's Wet n Wild Scooby-Doo collection. And then I've got on my LA Colors face primer because this is my oldest primer that I own, and that's what I'm trying to do with a lot of my products now, is just use the oldest ones first so that I won't have to purge things. But it's not always that easy to do. Depends on how many things you have from specific categories. Then I used my NYX Pro Fix Stick in pink as my corrector underneath my eyes. And then I have on the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser Concealer in 110 over the corrector. And then Revlon Colorstay Longwear Makeup for normal to dry skin in shade 200. And then Revlon Colorstay Pressed Powder in Fair. And Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Warmth. Now, why don't I do all that on camera? Because people have a short attention span. So if I do a full face of makeup, people are going to click off after 2 minutes. So we're going to start with the most interesting of the products. In my opinion, most people I think love blush. So that's where I'm going to start, is with blush. Now this is the LA Colors Too Cheeky blush in the shade Temptation, and it's like a pumpkin orange. And this came out in February of this year at Dollar Tree. So yeah, we're going to start with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of that on the back of my hand like that. And then I'm going to take my Essence blush brush and I'm just going to stipple it onto the brush like that. And then we're going to stipple it on my face. So see, even though this is orange is not my color, if you just use a light hand, you can sometimes get away with colors that aren't that flattering. Because yeah, oranges, browns, those are not my colors. But I don't like to not use certain colors. I like to use all of them. I like to use a variety of products. All right, now I'm going to buff it a little bit. All right, now is it even? Nope, this side doesn't look like it has quite as much. That's because I started on the other side. One of the hardest things about makeup, and you've heard me say this a million times, is getting it to be symmetrical, even on both sides. All right. Now this is one of the highlighters from the Wickedly Glam collection. This one is called Lollipop. And I would use this one. It's like a beige with multicolored glitter in it. But I use this one when I'm doing warm tone looks, and then I use the other one that I bought when I'm doing cool tone looks. So I just put that on my fingers, and then I just dust it across the top of my cheekbones. I feel like this is the best highlighter application method because you can really blend it in better than any brush can, and that way you can get exactly the placement that you want to. Okay, now there were in the Wickedly Glam collection, there were, in addition to 2 powder eyeshadow palettes, they had these cream stick eyeshadows, and there are 4 shades here, and I thought we could use this as an eyeshadow base for the palette. So let's take a look at these colors again. So this one is obviously the highlighter. And then this one is like a peachy beige, I would say. So yeah, let's do this. Let's see. I'm gonna need some eyeshadow brushes. I'm so used to not doing eyeshadow now that I don't even have any eyeshadow brushes out. Be right back. You don't know how relieved I am that this eye skin problem is finally gone. And the thing is, I don't know what caused it in the first place. I don't know if it was a makeup item. I don't know if it was my laundry detergent. I don't know if it was me not cleaning my brushes thoroughly enough. I don't know. Well, I always clean my brushes thoroughly, but I don't know, maybe not rinsing them well enough to get the soap off. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, let's get started. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild shader brush with this peachy cream color. So to my knowledge, LA Colors has never come out with anything like this with multicolors all stacked together. That's something that you just don't see in American makeup. I've seen it on websites for like Chinese makeup, but not here. All right, let's grab my Peanuts mirror, and I'm going to put this all over the lid and blend it into the crease a little bit. Okay, so this is very, very light coverage, but it should make the powder even easier to blend by putting this down first. Okay, that is definitely blended thoroughly. Okay. So yeah, that's an interesting product. All right, now we're gonna dive into the palette and you know, when you use a palette for the first time, it's a good idea to do some swatches so you know exactly what you're dealing with, and it helps you decide how you're going to use the shadows too. So there's a white, wow, impressive. And then there's a shimmery gold. Wow, wasn't expecting this. These are nice, you guys. This is really nice quality. That's the brown, pumpkin orange, and there's a black. So that is what we're dealing with here. Wow, those are all swatching really great. Now, swatches don't tell the whole story, but it gives you some idea of what you're dealing with. So let me clean up my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to start with my crease color. You know, usually I would start with the lid shade, but I think I want to start with the crease color. So let's take this Moda brush and we're going to go in with the brown. Yeah, these are swatching really nice, guys. I can't believe it. Wow. It's applying just like it's swatched. Wow. Wow. Pigmented and smooth. Really, I think this palette was it was no more than $3.99. It might have even been $2.99. Wow, that's really pigmented. And it's blending really nice. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on the outside part of my lid. Okay, I'm just going to blend the edge of this a little bit just so I don't have any harsh lines. Okay, that's very good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that brush that I used for the cream shadow and I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to use the shimmery gold on my lid. And when I get to the brown, I'm just going to kind of blend it together. Like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to go in with the white and I'm going to do my brow bone highlight and inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to take a small pencil brush and I'm going to do the orange underneath my eye. Okay, I'm going to go back to this brush and the brown and just put a tiny bit more on that outside corner section. Yeah, there we go. I wanted it to be like a specific shape. Okay, now I'm gonna shut the camera off. I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna apply mascara, and I'm gonna use the one that I used in yesterday's video, the one from the Wickedly Glam collection. I'm going to do my brows and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the lips. Okay, so I did the other eye. I put mascara on. I did my brows. Boy, eyeshadow looks so funny when you don't have any mascara on or if your brows aren't done. It just looks very unfinished. So we're up to speed now. So now we're going to do the lips. I have been having a blast doing very dark, vampy type Halloween lips, either black or dark purple or a bold red. So I'm definitely going all Halloween out today. This LA Colors black lip liner came with last year's collection. I like the kind of lip liners that you can sharpen because that way you can just keep using it, just sharpen it once in a while and freshen it up. Whereas with retractables, they dry up, you got to throw them away. So this year's lip kits were lipstick and lip gloss, no lip liners. So fortunately, I still had this from last year. The more you sharpen your liners, the more precise you're going to be able to be when you're drawing on that lip line. So if you're struggling to do that line, it might be time to sharpen your pencil. All right, we're just lining, and I'm going in with this year's, well, one of this year's LA Colors lipsticks from the Halloween collection, and this is the black, and it is called Potion. I believe the red is called Wrath. Okay, now I used a lot of eyeshadow, so it's looking a bit powdery to me. So what you can do, if that is the case, is you want a dewy setting spray. And e.l.f. has a fairly new spray out called Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. So this is the perfect kind of spray to use if your eyeshadow is looking a little powdery. So let's put some of this on and powder down, no, spritz the entire look. Okay, and I am gonna fan this because this is not one of those quick dry setting sprays. We don't want any blotchy, water droplets on the area. So that is the finished look, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, then you know what to do. It helps my channel when you do, and that gives me an idea of what you like also. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.